Yo, what's up, everyone? I hope you guys are pumped for this. Um, if you're on the replay, give me hashtag replay. If you're on live, let me know. I'm just going to share this really quick. And if you're on the replay, give me a minute or two before we get into the actual training. Uh, Wait, where's my mic? Gosh, my mic's all the way over here. I hope you guys heard me talking. This time slot is perfect. Who said that? I can't see comments. I'm sorry. Sorry. Let me just, I'm going to share this in my group. Give me a hashtag live if you're here. Sorry. Oh, Shay, what's up, Shay? How you doing? I'm just going to share this for my private group real quick. My homies. It says we're live, right? I guess you can't share. All right, whatever. I hope you guys are pumped. I put together this awesome checklist for you guys. If you guys want it, comment down low, hashtag checklist, and I'll shoot it to you. And we can just get straight into it because this is why we're doing this live. Let me, 1 second, sorry. Get this ready. Cool. All right, I'm going to share my screen real quick. It's not, why isn't it showing? It's not how I want it. All right, there you go. So, oop, that's the wrong document. All right, here we go. So, for your launch plan, I always start with the messaging and the attractive character, because if you don't have this right, nothing else matters. So we're gonna go with the fundamentals first. I'm gonna just pull up my live to see if I get any comments on my phone. I hope we're live. Give me a hashtag live for live, because I don't see comments. I guess I can't watch my own thing live. I'm sorry, guys. For your launch plan, I always okay, here we are. We're live. We're live. Cool, Beth. What's up? Thanks for that. Cool. So we're gonna get into it. So this is a checklist, and the way the checklist works is I'm not gonna go fully in detail off of each item. Otherwise, this will be like a 3-hour training. If you want more detail for each one, it's going to be a lesson in my 7-figure downloads course. But I just want to give this to you guys who are the action takers and who can, answer the questions yourself. As long as you know what to do, I'm sure you can find the answer on Google or on YouTube, or you can just model it. Model success is what I say. So usually, so this is how I start. Start with why. Always start with why. Like, why are you doing a podcast? And why do you want to have a personal brand? Really, like, what is it that you want? Like, what's your end game? Like, if you're 80 years old, like, what is that why? So right here, first check, identify your why. Now, identify 3 to 5 keywords for your or phrases for your brand. When you think of people who are big, who have a big podcast, you think of them and then you think of a few words. Like, what are they expert at? So what are those 3 to 5 keywords that you want to identify with your brand? What's up, Mark? My man, what's going on, dude? Next is your niche. So there's obviously 3 main niches: health, wealth, and relationships. But you want to go like deeper, like probably 2 or 3 layers deep. Yeah, so that's the next checkbox. Next, answer what is unique about you and your journey so far. This is how you're going to build your attractive character and tell cool stories about you. You want to have all this templated out in the start, so then when you do start like becoming personal in your podcast, you can actually make it unique. Create your perfect audience. I go in depth about this in my course, but it's pretty much the people who will buy from you. Like, who are they? What do they look like? Who are the people that would share your product the most? And what are their top 3 to 5 desires of the people that you want to listen to your podcast? What do they desire in life? And when I say desires, I mean like primal desires, like money, time, authority, fame, like whatever. Like, what are their top 3 to 5 desires? That's the next checkbox. And this is all part of the launch plan. Like, when I take someone through all this, like the first part is usually figuring out like what's their central message and attractive character, and what is, because if you don't have a message, then like people aren't going to listen to your show. Like, just straight up. What's up, Robert? Hashtag live, my dude. So next, your central message. Your central message is literally just one sentence of what your show's about. And this is like, I have a central, like when you have a podcast, your central message should be printed and like near your recording space. So every episode you do should be pushing your central message forward. Whatever that is, that one sentence about the goal of your podcast. And it should align, it should overlap with your listeners' top desires. So your central message should overlap with their top desires. Otherwise, like, there's not going to be alignment. Next, you're going to pick out top 3 to 5 influencers in your niche. Name them out, whether on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. These are the people you're going to model and see what they're doing that's working and how you can like emulate their success. And also, this is the next step, figure out what your competitors are doing wrong. Like, how can you throw rocks at them? Like, how can you say, like if I was a health expert, this is the old way that people used to diet. This is the new way. You got to be controversial if you want people to gravitate towards you. Controversy brings attention. So what's up, man? What's up, bro? I don't know how to say your name, bro. Adia. Sorry. Next, you're going to create your, this is a launch plan, by the way. I already know you have a ranking podcast, bro. So this might not be relevant to you, but maybe it will be. Next, you want to create your guest launch list. So these are the first 5 people that you'll have on your show that will address the top 3 to 5 desires of your audience. So whatever your desires were, whether it was like money or time or whatever, what is a guest that you can have on that can address that desire? And what is the hook of the episode going to be? This is where you guys are going to have to get creative and fill in the blanks. Next, create your show outline. If you want this document, by the way, comment below, hashtag checklist, and I'll send you this to you. So you can have a checklist. So when you know what you just go through all this, and then you should be ready to launch your podcast. Yeah. Next, show outline. What's your podcast title name? What's the subtitle of your podcast going to be? This is all for iTunes. I could pull up iTunes. Felicia. Checklist, bro. I'll send it to you right after, bro. So we're just going to go to a random podcast. So this is the podcast name and the host name. Obviously, why is that host name not his actual name? I guess that's a company. So that makes sense. Okay, so these people are doing weird things. All right, so that's your host name. Next, you're going to do podcast keywords. This is going to be for Libsyn. This is what you want to add to your Beth, I'll send you that your way after. Next is iTunes categories. You want to pick 3 major categories and then go deeper into it. So in iTunes, let me show you real quick. There's these categories. You want to pick 3 that you want to rank in, and then you go deeper into each category. So in games and hobbies, there's these. So 3 major ones. That makes you so you're ranking in 3 major categories for new and noteworthy, what's hot, and all podcasts. So pick those 3. Show description. I have a template here. It's pretty much just like, welcome to blah, blah, blah. And your show description is going to be like when you go to the show, this right here. This is so people get an idea of what your show is about if they never heard of it. And here's a template this podcast is made for. And then this is where you call out your listener. Who they are, give them a name, like you can give them a slang name, whatever, and then host name, I'm whatever, Daxi Perez, give me a description of myself, Podcast Ninja, breaks down how to blank, whatever. I have a template here for you guys. How are you going to measure success for your audience, like, or for you actually, like whether it's getting more people to opt into your website, affiliate sales, if you want to sell things, if you want to be more credible and like show up on publications or do speaking gigs, subscribers down, like what is that going to look like for you? These are just examples. You want to fill it in yourself so you know what to shoot for. Content strategy / episode structure. Is it going to be more solo episodes? Are you going to do more interviews? Are you going to do case studies? Like, how is your episodes going to be? That's the next checklist. Next, we want to figure out what we want listeners to do after each episode. This is so important. Like we don't want passive listeners. We want people to take action. If you get passive listeners on your show, it's not good because you're not going to know what's working or what they want. So what is it you want people to do after a show? Do you want them to, you have to have them do something, whether it's rate, review, or share, or if you want them to like join your coaching pro or something, you got to make them do something. Next is brand creation. So what website is your podcast going to be on? What is it called? Do you have the domain? Can you get all your social media handles branded? So Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook group, SoundCloud. There's this cool website called namecheck.com, and it's in the document. And this is awesome, actually. So let's say I'm going to name a show called Gluten God, because I love gluten. This is just a horrible example. It'll tell you what's available as far as domains. So glutengod.com is available. Holy shit, guys, we got to steal. I can't believe that's not taken. Okay. And then if it's green, that means it's available for YouTube, for Facebook. It's not available for Instagram or Twitter, but usually these are the ones that matter the most. The first row, Reddit is important. So yeah, that's like you check if your domains, you want to check it manually. You don't want to have different domains for different, you want to keep it congruent. Your show artwork, if you want details on how to like create your show artwork, that's going to be in my program. But what I would do is I would go to your category. So whatever, let's say this is your category. See what's ranking. Like how do they have their, this is a bad example. Let me go to business, whatever. So what's hot? How do they do their show artwork? Like obviously a lot of them have faces because people connect to faces. So try to have a face in it, or like just pick something you like and then get a designer to do something that's like that. Or you can just do it yourself in Canva. Like a lot of these designs are so simple. Good Life Project. I've actually worked on this podcast. I still do some work for him actually. So this is the guy who's gotten like 50 million downloads or more than that, like way more than that actually. But look how simple that logo is. Like these logos are dumb. Like career tools, like what is this? Like it doesn't have to be complicated. So create your show artwork, create branding templates. So for your episode artwork, whatever you're going to post on IG, on Facebook, you can create it all on Canva. If you haven't heard of Canva, go to canva.com. It's so freaking good. It's free too. They give you templates. Create your lead magnet. So what are you going to want people to opt into when they first listen to your show? And this can be, you want to give people an incentive for actions you want to take in the beginning, whether it's rate, review, and subscribing. You want to give them a gift. So what is that gift going to be for people in the start? Create your intro, outro. You don't have to make this complicated. You can literally just have someone on Fiverr do a voiceover, be like, this is the Gluten God podcast, and that's it. And just put some music behind it. If it's like a hurdle for you, don't, just make it quick and short. Music, the intro, outro is really just a transition. It doesn't have to be a 30-second, like whatever. Once you find your voice after like 30 episodes or so, then you can be like, all right, I want my intro to say this. And then you can do it. Your outro is just gonna be your call to action with some music in the background. You can have someone make it for you, or you can just make it yourself. That's obviously gonna be my course because that's another whole topic. Create a show note template for your blog. So look at some other blogs that you like that have podcasts. What's up, Shay? And use their show notes as a template for yourself. And then you're gonna use that template for each one of your episodes. Okay, so now we got the branding, we got the messaging down, recording and publishing. So what are the first 10 episode content topics going to be? And you got to base them off your audience's desires. So write that out and then check it off. Line up 5 to 10 interviews based off of the answers in your beginning. So based off of what you think guest would be that would fulfill your audience's desires, line those interviews up, find the people, get 5 to 10 before you even launch. Next, figure out if you can create a 5-day training with your podcast. I feel like this does really well, like a quick, like something that people, it'll feature pace them and they'll want to download all 5 episodes. It'll help your stats in the beginning. Next, obviously buy your mic stand pop filter. ATR 2100 is what I recommend for everyone. I use a Blue Yeti, but I don't recommend this actually because this picks up a lot of noise. So if you don't know how to edit, like don't buy this mic. Otherwise you're not gonna make yourself sound good. And you need like a good studio space. So let me get a sip of wine. Got any comments? What's up, Shay? Next, get your recording and software. ready and editing software ready. So you can use Audacity, which is free. There's YouTube tutorials on how to use it. Adobe Audition, which I'm going showing in my course on how to use. It's paid. I got it with my student email. It was like $19 a month a long time ago. But if you're a student, you can get the whole entire Adobe suite, like Photoshop, the video one, like for $30 a month. So, but if you don't want it, it's like $20 a month if you're not a student for just that. Next, you want to do 5 to 10 Facebook Lives. I didn't talk about this actually in the beginning, but this is all assuming that you have an audience. I'm not going over audience creation here because that is a whole nother topic on how to build an organic audience, how to get people to follow you on Facebook, Instagram, all that. That's a whole nother video. And I should actually film that this Saturday. I think I'm gonna do that this Saturday because that's important, even if you have a podcast or you want to launch one. So the Facebook Lives, I would only do this after you build your audience. You get your audience up, which I'll be talking about on Saturday now, I guess. But this is going to build a lot of hype for your podcast. So now you're going to record and edit your first episode. Your first episode should always be your origin story. Why did you start this podcast? What is it going to be about? What can we expect from listening to this podcast? How am I going to connect with you? The first episode in every podcast, and I've looked at tons of podcasts, is always the most downloaded because people always go back. They always want to know what happened, how it started. After that, you record your first episode, ID3 tag your episode. This makes it so the information, like the episode title and everything is, you can YouTube that if you don't know what it means. This makes it so your information gets shot out to iTunes and stuff, so it's not a blank episode. Next, create your Libsyn account. Boom, this is what we use. This liberated syndication. So this will shoot your podcast out to every platform, iTunes, Google, everything. Fill in your Libsyn show settings. So if you go to Libsyn and you go to show settings, with the podcast outline we created before, just fill it in here. Your tags, keywords, what are your handles, upload your artwork here. So this is your template. So whenever you create a new episode, you go here, content, add new episode, all of it's templated out. Next, upload your first episode and publish to Libsyn. So you get your first episode, and you upload it. Add media file, add the title, the description. Like, I'm not going to go really spend too much time on Libsyn because I'll be talking about that in my course. 7-figure downloads. It's open till Sunday, and then it's a beta group, so it's $97. And then after this week, when the course closes, I'm only going to be focusing on the course. I'm going to be doing some content on this Facebook group, but it's not going to be as much as in my secret Facebook group for the course. There's like 12 of us in there right now, and they're going to get so much value. Like they're going to be the next generation of podcast killers. But after that, we're going to create a blog post once you have your website and embed your episode player into the blog. So when you create an episode, when you're done, you get I can't show you because the episode's not created, but you get a embedded player that you can put into your blog so people could play it. And now we talk about the launch strategy and calendar. And this is specific to everyone. The strategy, depending on who your audience is, where your audience is, if they're on your email list, on Instagram, on Facebook, how are you going to hype them up? So firstly, we're going to create 2 to 4 more episodes for your launch. You want people to download a bunch of episodes right when you launch. You don't want to launch with one episode. It's going to suck for your numbers, and your odds are going to be new and noteworthy. And also, if someone likes your episode and they're like, I want to hear more, and they want to binge, like you got to give them the opportunity to do that. Second, create a killer contest for your launch. Like, what are you going to give away that people are going to, it's going to be a no-brainer for people, you know, and it could be anything. Like if you have a product, give away that. You can like literally give away Amazon gift card or money, like whatever the hell you think people are going to react to, and try to put it in your head first. Like, would I like this gift or this contest? And usually you create the contest for people to subscribe and leave a review. But it could be for anything. If you want people to, in the start, that's the best way because you want to get a new and noteworthy section. Next is announce you have a podcast launching. Once you have all the episodes ready and they're and like you, did I talk? Oh, I skipped this. So after you create your first episode, create your accounts for iTunes, Google, and Stitcher. And then you just submit your RSS feed because you have your first episode up. Now you can submit it. You can't submit to these if you don't have an episode. You can create an account, but it's pointless. You want to submit because you want to do this early too, because sometimes these take a week. Like I've had iTunes like take a week on me before, and it sucks, especially when clients are like, hey, I want to launch. So announce you have a podcast launching and the contest you're running before you launch it. So build them some hype, and there's some strategy behind this. You can get really detailed. This is just a more like an overview. And you can make this a whole like a week to 2 week process, like every day do certain steps. Next is build your launch team. These are like, you got to reach out to everyone, your friends, your followers, your fans, colleagues, like people who will be the first people who will download your episode and leave you your review. You got to reach out to everyone in the DMs and like ask all of them like, hey, can you leave me a review real quick? Shoot a video, send them a personal message, give them a voice note, something so that it feels personalized, because leaving a review is not the easiest thing in the world for people. It's they feel like it's work. So if you show that you care about them first, they'll feel like they have to give you reciprocal action. So next, create promotion templates for the first guest you get on your show so that they can promote your launch. You want to be strategic on who you let on your show first. First of all, you want to make sure they have a big enough audience, they're not a newbie, so that they can bring people to your podcast. And then create templates for wherever they're most popular. So if they're popular on Instagram, or if they have a big email list, create an email for them to send out to promote your show and the interview, or create an Instagram post for them. Just create things for them for marketing materials, because it's literally like you're marketing to an audience that can become yours. So you just got to do it right. And then create your own marketing and promotion campaigns for your own social media and email. And that's pretty much it. Like, it's way more detailed than this, and I go way more detail in my course, 7-Figure Downloads, which is closing on Sunday night. And then so it is a beta group, guys. So a beta group means that the first 2 modules are filmed, and then after this Sunday, I'm going to be filming videos every day and uploading everything and uploading all my knowledge. I plan on getting people in the course, experts that can teach. For example, I plan on getting Marie Larson in there. She's another podcasting guru. I plan on getting Goosen in there, a personal branding expert. He makes 6 figures a year just for his personal brand. Mark Stern. Yes. Right, Shay? It's a great idea. So if you want to get in, let me know, guys. This is the backboard of the course. So we're going to start with the foundation, how to build an audience for your podcast, how to brand your podcast. And this is literally just the start, guys. Like, I'm going to film so much more videos. I'm going to get experts on YouTube and Instagram in here that I know that are like probably the top at their craft. And this is only $97 right now, guys. It's literally like a steal. And I'm only telling you because if you're on this live, then don't ask me when this is like open again, when the course is done, like to get in at $97, because it's not going to be $97. Yeah, so this is everything that's going to be in it. I'm going to include how to build an audience. This is going to be way more detailed. I'm adding like 10 more lessons in here soon from scratch. So if you have 2 months ago, guys, I had 0 Facebook followers, or like 200. And then I had like nothing on Instagram. And now I'm at like 4,000. And my personal brand's blowing up. I'm getting speaking gigs. I'm getting offered huge contracts with clients just from my Facebook. And so much things that happened, changed in 2 to 3 months. It's almost unreal. And it's only because I paid a lot of money, probably like $10,000 to a coach to show me how to build an audience. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys too, in addition to all the podcasting stuff, because the building the audience amplifies your podcast. You want to drag people to a podcast because that is the best long form piece of content today. You're in people's heads for 20, 30 minutes, multiple times a week. Like, there is no better branding method than a podcast right now. Where is someone going to listen to you for that long now? Like, nowhere. Facebook, Instagram, our feeds. People are on their phone. They lose their attention. Someone downloads your podcast, you have their attention. It's intentional. It's literally intentional for them to download it, and they want to listen to you. They're open. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. After doing this now, I really want to do, and I'll shoot you guys the checklist after this. Let me change this to full screen. So, oh, why is this still here? Cool. Yeah, guys. So if you like the training, let me know down low. You think a great, oh, heck yeah. Like I invested a lot of money in coaches because that's how you level up. You have to pay attention is what they say usually to me, and it gives you shortcuts. So let me know if you guys like this training. I want to do another one on Saturday on how to build an audience because I feel like that's where a lot of people are weak on. And then after that training on Saturday, and then after Sunday, all my attention is going to go into my course and my secret Facebook group. I'm still going to be active in this Facebook group, like just posting things and keeping you guys updated. And I hope you guys post too. But after Sunday, what's up, Robert? You guys are troopers. After Sunday, it's all my attention are going to my students because I really want to get people success. That's the only thing I care about. Results. That's literally all I care about. That's the same thing with clients. Like if you go to my sales page, we get some big numbers for clients. Why is this scrolling all the way down? That's weird. Like right here, this podcast that I'm working on right now, they're doing almost 1 million downloads a month. She's top 50. I'll show you it. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody who this is. Shh, don't tell anybody. This is between me and you guys. Okay, if I literally life coach, she ranks for life coach. Right here. If I search life coach, she's like number 2. Brooke Castillo. She's crushing it. She's like, look at that. She has 3,000 reviews. And she's only on episode 237. So, and she does weekly. Like if she did 2 times a week, she would dominate. But can't tell people what to do. So, Secret Squirrel. Yeah. I have a lot of other big, I used to, I'm not going to reveal too much actually. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. This client, this lady right here, she's almost doing 100,000 a month. She started in 2017. Her podcast, it's called Weight Loss for Busy Physicians, Katrina Ubell. She literally, like, it's not even a weight loss podcast. It's a weight loss podcast for people who are physicians, who are busy. So not even physicians, just busy physicians. Like it's insane. So you can get super niched and find your target audience. And she's making a lot of money from that too. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to leave a minute or so left for you guys to ask questions before we wrap up. I have a lot of things to write tonight. I want to film more content for the course. And then I'll do another training on Saturday on how to build an audience. Let me know if you like this format, like the checklist format. It feels a little wordy, but this is the only way I can do it while providing value, while not going too deep into like specific details. Otherwise, like this live could drag on. Thanks, Shay. I appreciate it. I think I can't wait to work with you, by the way, because I think you have something to say to the world. You have a voice that needs to be out there, and it's so easy to get your voice out there. Like you do not understand how easy it is. Yeah. We got no questions, so I'll probably wrap up here, guys. Thanks, Robert. Dude, I don't even know you, bro. Like I'm gonna hit you up in the DM after. I think you just commented on my post actually, which is cool. But we'll talk, man. And yeah, we'll peace out, guys. I'm gonna end the broadcast here. And I'm going to drop everyone who commented checklist, I'm going to drop the document right after I end this broadcast. Peace out.